Be very, very careful.
What is it? What do you want from...
Something is very wrong with him now. Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing.
Yes?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its form,
It is.
you glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant, no, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
from the corner of your eye. You see a sudden cascade of motion. I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out, its motion.
Shh. Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. A sudden chirrup fills the air. The walking stick moves its whole body. It moves just an inch closer to you. Something in its body language has changed, just slightly. Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward, like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being
In 3. If it moves, you jump back.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen. The sweat on your arms feels.
I got it.
Immortalized. For all time. The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left wrist. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than that.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you, it tastes like sugar, very faint, odorless, mostly comprised of water. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much. Warning! It's about to move. You can sense a small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, there is some kind of countdown happening, as it's the stimulus overloaded it. It's passing. Another shudder passes through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like no reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before. Like...
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
About now, he is ready to believe in anything. The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
I exist. Tell me, what is life for you? What is your illness? I am not. There isn't even a central nervous system in my head. Only mouth parts. We're eating white blood clots. Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist. No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real. I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the Insulindia Isula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and officials.
And the 4,000-year-old Therese.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions. 3, if you count Stormtooth. Until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizens' militia in Revershaw, district of Martinez, March 51. Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my... I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light. It only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps... Are you sure? Sometimes, when molting, I will grow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna. Yes, the leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk. Yes. Thankfully someone aided. The next time I molded, I grew an antenna again.
This would explain its antenna being smaller. No, it's what the 3 meters tall stick insect came up with.
Of course it is nothing compared to the horror that is you. With all of creation reflected in your full brain, in terrible fidelity. A fire mirror, eternal, never-ending damnation.
It would take 1 million years of evolution, or a total reversal in the condition of the world, for your pain to end.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily. You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or a reed.
Wait, so...
Yes, they don't mind. Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident. Yes, I do not have a Stardew display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry.
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him. Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long. and I am destroying him. Yes, with stone tools and silk, they too missed me. Although I had not developed the mutation needed for parthenogenesis yet, and scoured the Neolithic hinterland as distinct individuals, not clones. No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively median life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile simian nerve system, the pale too, came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind. You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out, and we suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no...
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget? So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related to the case? I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
No, there is one more. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class. You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And she was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence. No, stop. Be afraid. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalk, praying to you. The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the... and something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds.
It's gone. Apparently, yes, like a water strider. Only... it looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so...
What is it? What do you want from me? See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He, with fear and like an addict of some terrible substance. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility.
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir nothing. Just dull staring. Not it. The last embers have gone out.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being. The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined.
there's much. Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you? A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative. Also, please be careful when approaching a known species that could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to... The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't... I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of...
No one would believe you without it.
We should think about getting back to the mainland, to get help.